you guys, I am the Tipsy Tarot, and this is a live reading. Well, I mean live in the sense that we're recording it. So I am going to kind of just do a general, what is the person you're thinking about? What are their feelings towards you? And I'm going to pull an angel number and I'm going to share. I wish you guys could see my setup, but this is my first video long form. So I'm kind of still getting in the comfortableness of kind of like how I'm going to set it up and how I'm going to do it. But we have the question. The question is, what is the person that you're thinking about? How are they feeling towards you? So let's go ahead and just do a little general reading and let's get to it. All right. So let's see. Let's give me something. Okay. Okay. I don't know, I think somebody wants to get you pregnant. I'm just kidding. Somebody wants to get you pregnant. Okay? No, I'm just kidding, but kinda, maybe. Possibly. Man, and I'm gonna zoom in on the cards. I think I'm gonna do some B-roll after, so you guys can kind of see what I see and kind of have more of a heads up a little bit. So let's get into it. Ah! Excuse me. All right, okay. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. I like this. So let's talk about first how they're feeling, and then I'm going to do your energy. So first card we pulled was the Four of Cups. Now, this is the card of, dissatisfaction, but also, kind of not being able to see what's right in front of you, because if you see in this card the universe is put an offer there and they're kind of, so if I had to think, maybe this person in the past has kind of had partners that haven't really been necessarily what they're looking for, and I feel like you're kind of a gift for them, something that maybe is a little bit different, but this person does seem to be a little bit maybe stuck in their thoughts of how, not maybe guarded a little bit, or not in the energy of being able to, see quite what's right in front of them, because this tells me too that they may be too focused on what hasn't worked before, right? So this is something new, this is something different, and it may take them a second to kind of grasp that for you. The reason I said pregnant is because you have the Empress, but this could be, if I had to say this is their feelings about you, this means they find you very creative and almost like a breath of fresh air, something new. And they kind of, if you compare it with the Four of Cups and then the Empress, what we're seeing here is you are out of the ordinary for them. You're not their typical, run of the mill. You're different. You're something that's going to that they're not used to. And so kind of grappling with that, it is maybe been a little bit of the hesitation, if there is any, in pursuing the relationship, right? Because you are different. And so a lot of times in relationships especially, it's hard for us to kind of be with somebody that's not really our normal type, or doesn't remind us. But if you think about it, a lot of the things that they're the reasons we're not with the people in the past are not positive things, right? So it's it's hard to maybe conceptualize someone that maybe, for an example, if you're used to kind of more toxic behaviors, or partners that are argumentative or dismissive or things like that, if somebody comes along and they're, encouraging, and they are, happy and want to actually emotionally mature and work with you on, and work through things with you, that can feel a little different. It can feel you're kind of being seen, and you're naked and you're oh my god, this person is actually trying. I'm used to somebody, being combative with me, or not validating my feelings, or not, not caring what I have to say. And so that could look like a lot of different things. Now, you could be dealing with a Libra, because that is the major arcana we have here, Taurus or Libra in this particular reading. We have a Justice card here. So I do think that they see you as someone that's very honest, but also if we had to think in terms of their feelings, it's something that they want to give a fair shot to. They want to they don't want to even if they're, especially if they're hesitant, they're thinking of if they do approach it, they want to be fair and honest and clear with you, right? And how they want to proceed. They don't want to play games. So I really like that energy in the middle there, kind of standing forefront. Now, the Queen of Pentacles tells me that not only are you probably someone that is pretty good with your money, you're also like a nurturing spirit. Like, you're nurturing. And I think the person that you're thinking about sees that in you. Like, they see that you have a nurturing heart. You are about planting things and growing things and building things. And you could possibly be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but also just your ability to nurture and kind of listen to them and be a sounding voice or somebody that like is helpful. I don't know if this person has really been used to that. I feel like you're going to get recognition for this person in the qualities that I'm seeing here. I feel like they're going to tell you like, hey, and they're going to start coming towards you, the action here, because you have this 6 of Wands, which is all about being recognized and being seen. And so I feel like something is going to happen in and around, you're going to be more, they're going to see you, I guess. They're going to see you, and they're going to see and be able to kind of come forth and share more of their feelings with you. Now, I do get the energy that this person has a lot of suitors or people that are attracted to them. So there is competition for this person, because this the 7 of Wands here is usually our card of not just guardedness, but like competition, because you have all the wands trying to come after that one wand there. So it's just interesting, because they may think they have more options than they actually do, because what did they say? Quantity over quality, right? I'm sorry, quality over quantity. And what I'm getting from here is you're a very quality person. Like, you're a person of high value. You're a person that comes in and is going to help them with their life and their decisions and the things that they really want to do long term. And I think some of the competition that they have, or people that are interested in them, don't really hold a candle to you, right? And so I think that that's going to come into place. I do think that this person thinks very highly of you, wants to maybe even have a family with you, because of this Empress is our pregnant girl card, right? So, I think that they see you as like a good mother or father. It's non-binary or non-gender specific, but, they see you as someone they can have children with, right? So the person you're thinking about, I do think they see you very high value. They don't want to play games with you, but they are kind of stuck in this energy of not necessarily knowing what's best for them. Sometimes they might want the one, and it's kind of hard to see, because you're like, when you really care about someone and you know that you're like a good match for them, and you can see that like that is almost the barrier of them not wanting to be with you, because they feel like, maybe they feel like you're too good for them, right? Like, they're used to a certain caliber person and you're not that. And so you bring another value, something different, and that can be scary. So I would give this person a little bit of, I'm not going to cut them off the hook, because I do think that, especially if we just talk about feminine and masculine energy, masculine pursues and feminine approves. And so we need to be pursued. If you are a woman watching this and you're interested in a man, pursuit is very important. So, I don't want to let them off the hook if they haven't approached you yet, if they do have all these feelings for you. I'm going to now get a little bit of your energy. I love this deck, by the way. I'm hoping you guys can see it. Again, this is my first time shooting long form. I usually use my phone, so I got a brand new camera and a brand new lens, and I am just trying my best. I'm trying my best. But let's see, we've got the 6 of Wands. Okay, and it's crazy because you pulled that twice. So I feel like you want to be recognized by this person. Like, you kind of want them to see what you're bringing to the table. So you've got the 6 of Wands here, which in this deck looks a little bit different to the one that you pulled for their energy. But it's interesting because this ends their energy and this starts yours. And what that kind of tells me is that you are, this is kind of what you're seeking, and this is what they're building up to, and this is where you need it to go. You need to be seen and acknowledged as someone in their life that they should be pursuing or starting a relationship with. This is what you need. It's reassurance, right? It's that, acknowledgement, and you're looking for that, and they're kind of working into that. I do see them getting there, but that's kind of what you need, like out the gate. That's your energy. So you have the 7 of Cups here, and in the traditional deck, it's it has all these things showing in the cups except for the one that you can't see. And usually in that deck, he can have the riches, he can have the stability, he can have the house, but he wants what's underneath what can't be seen. Now in this deck particularly, and I hope you guys can see that, I'm gonna have the editor zoom in. She has all of these suitors, so I do think that you're attracting a lot of attention as well. You have options. You don't have to really wait around for this to be a thing. You have options, right? So that's very interesting that he has, you know, his options don't seem as valuable as yours, but you have different suitors coming in, and you kind of, you know, but you still want this person. You don't really care about that. This person is the one that you want. You feel like you guys would make a good pair. So let me see. Let's kind of pull on this honest card here, and I am going to do like a zoom in of the deck. Let's see. We've got the Four of Swords here. Now, interesting energy because the Four of Swords is all about rest. So I feel like if I had to put it to like where it's falling on his energy to your energy, I feel like you have taken a lot of time to do like some self-work and some self-healing, and you really know what you want. Like, you're clear on it. You know what you want, and you're not going to settle. And I think that's one of the things that is admired about you the most about this other person, right? They admire that you are pretty sure of yourself and what you want. And again, not willing to settle. You've taken the time to do the self-work, and you're just at a point where you want somebody to match your energy. And I feel like that's what you are hoping to accomplish with this person. You want them to meet you where you are, right? Oh, you have the Lovers. So I am getting a very soulmate connection here. I do think that this person, with all the positive cards that have been coming out, I do see that you guys have the capacity to be long-term lovers. You know, I do feel like the only thing I don't see is just like, there's this like disconnect a little bit for me that I'm feeling in regards to how you both perceive like a healthy relationship. And I feel like you're very clear on that, and I think this person is going to have to kind of come along a little bit on that journey with you, and you're gonna have to teach them. But I love this Lovers card. Like, anytime I pull the Lovers or the Two of Cups, I know that this is a divine counterpart. This is somebody that is supposed to be in here. That card comes out especially for a reading on how feelings. I feel like you see that before them, and you know, like, this is my person, and you're kind of waiting for them to get it together a little bit, and they will, because that's their ending energy. Let me see how it ends for you here, though. Let's see. And you've got the Strength card, so you're trying to tame this person, this counterpart of yours. You know, you are feeling like you're trying to kind of tame them down, and this may be like why they have this competitive energy, or maybe this opportunity because they have, maybe it's like through social media too, like they have a lot of people on their social media that, you know, they think are options, and they're really just trash people. And I don't mean that because I don't say mean things. I mean, sometimes, but like, all seriousness, like, they don't have anybody like you in their life, right? And so it's interesting that we have the Strength card here, because I feel like, you know, it's like that tame the beast type of energy. Like, you gotta bring this person down to kind of see, you know, the bigger picture. I want to do one more pull of your guys' like shared outcome, and then I'm going to do like a pan of that, and then I'm going to pull an angel number for you guys to kind of look out for when it's going to start transitioning in this time, because I do feel like there's going to be a moment of recognition for you from this person. So I want you to look out for this number when this is going to be coming. So let's get a little bit of your shared energy. I love this deck. It's actually in correspondence with what do you call it, Disney. So a lot of the like themes from Disney movies are in this one. It's done really pretty, so hopefully you guys will get a chance to see it. Again, this is my first time using this camera, so I am trying to get it together and make it super dope. I think I need a better background, but hey, you know, this is okay. Like, we're working on it, right? Let's see, let's get it in here, get into it. Excuse me. Okay, shared energy, transformation. So I feel like this relationship is going to go through a quick little, you know, like a, not necessarily a tower because I pulled the Death card, but this is that Scorpio energy. This could be when, you know, you guys are going to get a little bit more hot and heavy timeline wise. And so that would be in October, November, or one of you guys can be a Scorpio. But if I had to read it like that, I feel like there's gonna need to be some things revealed in this relationship in order to kind of get it towards where you guys need it to go. And when I mean my reveal, like there's gonna need to be some type of like, almost like death of some type of mindset or limited belief. And I think it has to do with your person and how they view relationships and view how they want this relationship to proceed. I think that your person struggles a little bit with conceptualizing a really healthy relationship. Like that's just kind of what my spirit is heavy on me. Like you're not like trying to convince them, but you're trying to show them like this is going to be different, you know, and you already know that, but you also can have different with anybody because you're not really short of suitors. I do get that energy from you. Interesting, the strength again. Okay, so that is going to be your biggest challenge. Oh wow, all major arcanas. You guys are definitely a fated connection. You know, this is good. This is big, good energy. So you have the strength here, which we've already pulled in the other deck. You've got the strength card twice. This is also big Leo energy. So, you know, Leo season is coming up into July, going into August. That can also mean this time of where things kind of kick it into gear. But for me, I get this feeling of just taming the dragon, like taming the beast, like getting this limited belief or this past, you know, idea of like how they think a relationship should be, like getting rid of it. Like you're trying to kind of like tame them down, like here, like this is how it's gonna go. It's new with me, it's different. I also feel like you guys are gonna like move in together. That's kind of one of the end games, or you're gonna move closer to each other if you guys are in a long distance connection. The Chariot tells me it's all about movement, but it also signifies like a big move may be needed for the connection to kind of take off where it needs to go. So kind of keep that in mind if you are considering moving, or like say you guys are in a long distance and they've expressed like, you know, I'm thinking about doing it. Let's go with that. I like that. I like that you guys have the Lovers card, all majors in this deck so far. Then this is your guys' shared energy together. So it just means like very fated and put together, and like, you know, you guys are meant to be together. I would just keep in mind, you know, because the Seven of Swords has popped up, and that has to do with like just being sneaky a little bit. So like just making sure like transparency is in the forefront of this relationship. So say you guys do kind of elevate to another level of the relationship, just make sure there's no stones unturned with the communication, or like what is kind of like things that may come up later. You know, and just really be big on transparency with this person, because I am getting that sneaky energy. Or if it's you know, just make sure you're transparent, because you don't want anything to kind of come back to bite you. And the whole idea behind the Seven of Swords is in this part, the fox is stealing the arrows, right? But in the traditional deck, the guy's stealing the swords, but he's trying to prevent war. So when I think about it in the sense of this, it's like, you know, kind of be transparent now in the beginning, because later it could cause war, right? So like put the secrets all out on the table. I mean, we all want to keep some mystery about us, but if there's anything that you think that would prevent this relationship, because this person does feel like they have trust issues a little bit, try to be very transparent with that and putting it all in the forefront, right? Okay, let's get one more card, and then I'm going to pull an angel number, and then I'm going to do a cool little zoom for you guys, so you guys get to see what I see on my beautiful table that nobody could see, because the lens I bought is for, like, it's not for that, you know? That's what I'm learning. Alrighty? Ooh, the Devil card. Okay. Well, huge majors. I mean, man, when I tell you, like, you pulled 4 major arcanas for your shared energy, meaning it's fated. Now, the Devil card is all about temptation and toxicity. So, if this relationship may have the capacity to be toxic, so being willing to avoid that is kind of the overall message with that. And I do see it at the beginning. I told you I think that this person is used to more toxic connections and connections that weren't really healthy for them. So their norm may be trying to do that with you when you guys get deeper into your connection, right? Some of the old patterns. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to correct, or the beast that you're going to have to tame, because we're not moving in toxic energy in 2025. We are loving and healing and communicating and having emotional clarity and maturity. Those are the things that we want in a healthy relationship. And I think that this person wants that. They just don't know what it looks like. So that's going to be up to you to showing them that. I'm going to pull an angel number for you guys.